Some people are trying to take advantage of a social media hoax to avoid wearing a face mask in public. The Department of Justice is now sending out a fraud warning saying they did not issue and do not endorse the so-called Freedom to Breathe cards. The card claims to exempt people from wearing a face mask in public under the Americans with Disabilities Act. Our Frankie Katafias reports tonight on a local restaurant that recognized the fraud and stood their ground with a person trying to use one.
You've probably heard of them, or you've even seen them. They look something like this, and they're called the Face Mask Exempt Card. Anyone who's said to be in possession of this card is exempt from any ordinance requiring a face mask in public.
And it also claims that it is backed up by the American with Disabilities Act, which is not the case.
Last week, Dharma Sushi and Thai had someone walk through their doors without a mask, claiming to have one of these fraudulent cards. The cell phone video was recently removed from social media, but it showed staff refusing to serve the individual and asking them to leave. One of Dharma's owners says that since the posting of the video, staff has been harassed.
We got some really racist, threatening emails and phone calls.
One-star reviews also popping up on Google from people out of state. Approaching the restaurant, their mask policy is no secret.
We have clear signs stated on our doors about what our policy is, and I assume that people would be able to read and handle that.
Dharma staff tells us that despite the claims this individual has made against them, they are 100% compliant with ADA regulations. In this case,
I still wouldn't let her in the restaurant. I don't like people coming in and filming without permission. I mean, that's another policy we have in place.
Putting politics aside, the owner also adds that their mask mandate is solely to protect their staff, their business, and the customers who support it.
We're just trying to survive this like everybody else. If an outbreak happened at our store, we'd have to close the store down to make sure that we had everything deep cleaned. And then, if that gets out, people might avoid your store in fear of getting sick. And that could be business ending for us.
Reporting in downtown Boise, I'm Frankie Katafias, Idaho News 6.
And an official government statement said, quote, "These cards do not carry the force of law. The Freedom to Breathe Agency, or FTBA, is not a government agency. And most health experts agree if you can't breathe through a thin mask, you're probably too sick to even stand up."